أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا بني नून जेर या नी या मद्दा का असूल है। अगर किसी लेटर के नीचे जेर आए, उसके आगे या आ जाए, या पे जज़म हो, उसको 1 सेकंड लंबा करते हैं। मगर यहाँ पे हमने थोड़ा और ज्यादा लंबा किया, यानी 2 सेकंड लंबा किया, क्योंकि यहाँ पे छोटी मद भी थी। तो या मद्दा में छोटी मद का एडिशन होने की वजह से 1 सेकंड की बजाय 2 सेकंड लंबा किया जाएगा। लिहाजा या बनी, whenever a letter has a kasra below it and next to it is ya with sukoon, we stretch it for 1 second. That is called ya mad rule. However, here we have stretched it for 2 seconds because of the small mud above it. So because of the small mud, we are increasing the length of ya madda here, from increasing it from 1 second to 2 seconds. So we will stretch the knee for 2 seconds. So ya bani इसराईल अज़्कुरू। अच्छा, यहाँ पे अक्सर लोग इसराईल अज़्कुरू, लज जाल को सख्ती से पढ़ते हैं। जाल को ऐसे नहीं पढ़ना। जाल में जुबान की जो नोक है ऊपर वाले दांत के किनारे पे लगेगी। जाल, जाल ऐसे पढ़ना है इसको। So many people read the zal as a hard letter like zal, but that is totally wrong. In order to pronounce this letter correctly, we have to place the tip of the tongue at the edge of the upper front two teeth. So this is Isra'il adhkuru ni'mati allati an'amtu alaykum wa anni فضلتكم على العالمين واتقوا يوما لا تجزي نفس عن نفس। अगर एक लेटर के ऊपर जज़म हो, उससे अगले हर्फ के ऊपर तशदीद हो, तशदीद वाला हर्फ फौकियत हासिल कर लेता है। उससे पहले जो जज़म वाला लेटर है उसको स्किप कर दिया जाता है, उससे पिछले लेटर को डायरेक्टली तशदीद वाले लेटर से कनेक्ट कर दिया जाता है। Whenever a letter has a sukoon on it and the letter next to it has a shadda on it, then the letter with sukoon is skipped. We ignore it and we go back, and if the previous letter has any sign, then we connect that letter with the letter which has shadda on it. So this ain will be connected with this one, applying gunna here, pressing the tip of the tongue with the roof of the mouth for 2 seconds, applying gunna rule here. So an nafsin. We must make sure not to confuse the sounds of gunna and ikhfa. In gunna, we touch the tongue to the roof, or we, in the case of meme, gunna of meme, we close our lips for 2 seconds. However, in ikhfa, we stretch the sound for 1 second and we read the sound of noon in our nose, making sure that our tongue does not touch anywhere. So in gunna we are touching the tongue. In gunna of noon especially we are touching the tongue. But in ikhfa we are not touching the tongue. This is the main difference between ikhfa and gunna. We have to keep that in mind. عن نفس شيئا ولا يقبل منها شفاعة ولا يؤخذ شفاعة ولا يؤخذ منها عدل ولا هم ينصرون وإذ نجيناكم من آل فرعون يسومونكم سوء العذاب يذبحون أبناءكم ويستحيون nisa'akum wa fi ذلكم بلاء من ربكم ذالکم जब भी मीम पे जज़म हो और नेक्स्ट लेटर पे बा हो हमें गुन्ना करना होता है whenever मीम has a sukoon on it and the next letter is ba then we have to apply gunna on मीम. In case of any other letter other than ba, we will not apply gunna, but in case of ba, next to the meme which has sukoon on it, we apply the gunna rule. We press it, the meme for 2 seconds. So, ذَلِكُمْ بَلَاءٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ. Ignoring the letter with jazam and connecting the previous letter with the letter which has shadda. So, mir rabbikum azim. On the letter Za, since Za is a heavy letter, we have to make sure that our lips are a little bit rounder and the A sound is coming out. Even though Za has a Zair or a Kasra below it, still we will read it as a heavy letter. The Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma do not determine the heaviness or the lightness of a letter, except in some conditions with some of the alphabets. In most of the cases, the letter will remain heavy whether no matter what sign it has. In most of the cases, not in all cases, but most of the cases. So this one will be Azim. Sadaqallahul Azim.